Ladies and gentlemen, um, I'll take the first question. You asked about Ademola Lookman. For me, as a Nigerian, I think I'm delighted. I'm happy. Our players are performing in Europe, doing so well in Europe. This is the best time for Nigerians that are playing in Europe. Demola is a player that we need. We love him. And I'm glad for him that he had that spectacular performance yesterday. I sent him a message to congratulate him, not just him. I think the players also, Boniface and Teller. It's a good thing for Nigeria. For a very long time, we've not had players doing so well in Europe. And me being the head coach of Super Eagles, I think it's wonderful for me. We need all these players to come back home and perform for us. So one, as a Nigerian, I'm so delighted. Two, I'm happy for Lookman that this team has won the Europa League, and him scoring 3 goals, which has not happened in a very long time, or maybe in the history of the Europa League. So quite happy for him. Looking forward to having him in camp. The second question was about South Africa. We know it's a difficult game. We played against South Africa in the concluded AFCON, and we know their capacity. Most of their players are playing in South Africa, but we know if our players give that 100% that we see them do in Europe, we'll not have problems, in winning that game. So I believe with the form our players have and the way they are playing in Europe, I think we'll definitely have that form for those games. I think we're good to go. We'll just pray that we have that luck. I know chances will create. We'll have that luck to take those chances, When I got this job, when it was official, I think Pesero called me to congratulate me. Our relationship was fantastic. When you join, when I joined the Super Eagles almost 2 years ago, he didn't know why I was there. He thought I was coming for his job. But when he saw that I was here to work with him, to help him, I think we became closer. And when he left, he sent me a message that he hoped I'll be the next man to handle Super Eagles. And when that announcement was made, he called me and congratulated me. So our relationship was, till date, is very, very cordial, very, very good. During the AFCON, I think he was the coach. And we all gave him our support. And definitely he will not agree to everything we say. We didn't have problems about formation. We started that AFCON with 4-3-3. And after that draw we had with Equatorial Guinea, he decided to come with the 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, and Yeah, two, then three strikers, Osimhen and the wingers. It worked for us. Till that final that I think we struggled a little bit, and then we lost that final. But I think it was a fantastic tournament we had. Before we went for that tournament, nobody gave us a chance, and I think the boys did their best, and we were short of winning that trophy. So no disagreement on players and formation. That was he was the head coach, and he came out with that formation. We agreed on it, and from the second game, which helped us to get to the finals. Unfortunately, we couldn't win it, but that is bygone. My relationship with him, fantastic. Yeah, about captainship. Really, to be frank, I don't follow social media. If you know me, or we're in the social media era where everything is online. You don't see me that much online. My private life, everything I do, you hardly know that I'm in Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria for 3 years. Some people don't even know that I'm in Nigeria. So that is how private I am, So there's been a lot of, rumors of the captaincy of the Super Eagles. There are things I cannot change, gentlemen. I played this game. I was also vice captain. I was not the youngest. That's the truth about it. If we want to go by oldest players in camp, I think Olise wouldn't have been a captain. That's the truth, because these Super Eagles, I started in 1989 while I was playing. So he came 93. So if you want to go by that, you hardly, you wouldn't have had that opportunity to be a captain. But looking at the present squad, we have to see those that are older, those that are capable. We're not stripping captaincy from Ekong, because the report is saying that Finidi George wants to strip Ekong of the captaincy rather. I cannot do that. Ekong is our captain. Emeru also captain. Musa is captain. He is not around. Ekong is not around. So we'll look at those that are available in the squad and see who is oldest to wear the captain's band. And it must be an agreement between players, not me as a coach. I will decide you will be the captain. It has been done before, and everybody is trying to go back to say that was what Olise did, and Finidi George wants to do same. We are warning him now not to, not to, do same. But I will tell you, it's not my responsibility to pick captain. It's the responsibility of the team. They have to be comfortable with that person, and if they want to do it that way, they do it. If Ekong is around, Meru is around, definitely they will wear that captain's band. If these two players are not available, and definitely the players will decide who will be their captain. It's not me. My duty is to make sure that the team has a good frame of mind, good tactics to perform. Apart from that, we'll leave that to the players. Okay. The first question was about if we're going to have new faces. I think definitely we'll have one or two new faces. Sometimes I have to be very honest with you. Sometimes club performance um, is quite different from playing for the Super Eagles. You know, in my days also we see players doing well at club level, they struggle, you know, in the Super Eagles. So we know we have a lot of players doing well in Europe, but for them to have that opportunity to come, there must be that FIFA window where we have maybe friendly games, so we can invite these players for them to come and play. Um, I think that should be the best way to see these players, because I know Nigeria, I know the media. If you try something and it doesn't go right, who tell I make him do that one? So definitely, yeah, gentlemen, I play the game. I know how this works. Definitely, we'll have one or two new faces, but the majority of the players will be those from the last AFCON. So now you have an idea what's in my mind, what we're going to do. We'll have maybe two or three new players in the squad, but the majority will still be players from the last AFCON. We'll have time to see all the new players that are doing well, but that will be, they have to first come and showcase themselves in friendly games so that you all can decide and judge to say this guy is better than this, is good enough or is not good enough. Because, like I rightly said, club football is different from national team, and not everybody that plays well in club football will do well in the national team. It's a different ball game. Another question is the list of players. When is it coming out? The list will come out this week. Hopefully it will come out this week. So we should exercise a little bit of patience. The league is just rounding up. We have to see those that 100%, because we're having some reports from our medical staff that some players are injured, so we have to give them some time to see if they can make the list or not. So, but I know definitely by this weekend the list will be out, so you all can see for yourself. The next question was set pieces. Gentlemen, you leave that to the coaching crew. Football, we know football has evolved. Most teams, when games are very tight, most teams win through set pieces. But we believe we'll work with the players on that, defensively and offensively. But for me, it's like penalties. You never know what to expect when it gets to penalty shootout. So these are extras that you can use to win games, but we want to see how we can try and win games by creating chances during the course of the game. So yeah, that is that. Philosophy. I like the attacking football. I would say my best time was in Holland. And we know how even the football Man City is playing today is the Netherlands football, you know, total football. where you try to keep possession. But you see, even in as much as Man City is keeping possession, once they lose the ball, they press. They try as quick as possible to win it back. So that is defense. But you see it as they always have the ball, but sometimes they lose the ball as well, and then they try as much as possible to get it back. And that is why I said, I said players must recognize when to win the ball back, and that is defense. We all love, at my age now, I can attack. Going forward is not a problem for me, but defending will definitely be a problem for me. So I think these players we have today, they are used to the fast football, the modern football. They know when to attack, when to defend. So I'm not just putting 11 players on the field and say, gentlemen, go there and attack, and then see what happens later. We must have a strategy when to attack properly. We must have players that will recognize that sometimes you might lose the ball. And what do? Do you react to it? These are things we'll have to, discuss with the players in our team talks. It's not for me to say what we're going to do. It's for me and the players to talk about that when we have our team talks, our team tactics during the games. Man, I will put it that way, just of recent, coach of Enyimba Football Club, and I've been, going around playing games for almost 3 years. I think there are a lot of good players in the league, but they've not had the opportunity to come around and showcase what they have. For me, as a coach now, that opportunity definitely will come. I'm in Nigeria. I'm not abroad, so I'll definitely have time to go around, watch games, not as a coach of Enyimba, but going there to watch these games and to pick talents. So definitely they will have their time, like others that somebody was asking about, good players that we have in Europe, who, when the time comes for friendly games, definitely that will be the best time to have these players at home, to join others, mix them up, and see them play, perform. So my plans is to really go around and watch games. But unfortunately, the league is almost coming to an end. We have, I think, 6 more games to be played. But I will still go around and watch maybe 1 or 2 before the league ends. But during my time, I've seen a lot of good players, talents. They will have their time to come on board. So, and there's no doubt about that. Targets. There are, when you say targets, there are 2 ways I look at it. The target of Nigerian Football Federation and my own personal target. There are 2 different things. Maybe both will just fall in line, because what they are thinking is almost same as I think about my own personal target. So my target, gentlemen, I'm not scared of anything. Really, I'm not scared of anything. Sometimes I might say things that looks a little bit unreal. But personally, my personal target is to win, to qualify first for World Cup and see how to win the next AFCON. Sometimes you say things and those things will come to pass. So at this point in time, I cannot say I want to do less than what the team already achieved the last AFCON. So I'll put myself in a position where the next target for me personally, and I think that goes with what the NFF also they are thinking about, is to win the next AFCON. Next question is the one you. Biggest, dead or alive?
Let's do it alive for now.
No, I would say Pelé. Unfortunately, it's late. So, but Pelé has been somebody we looked up to when I was playing as a kid. You always hear Pelé, King Pelé of Brazil, King Pelé of Brazil. So we looked up to him, and unfortunately for me, I didn't meet him personally. I know some of my colleagues met him, I think in the Olympics, or it was in the last AFCON we won. The one we won. The one I won. 1994, but I was not fortunate enough to meet him, because after that finals, I didn't come to Nigeria to celebrate. I went from Tunisia back to Amsterdam because yes, they needed me to be back. So I don't know if I met him, but I can't recall. It was my biggest icon. We talked about the '94 squad. That is the squad everybody talks about. But I think this squad, this present Super Eagles squad, can even do better, gentlemen. Can even do better. They've taken. They are getting there. If you see that '94 squad, it was a squad that came through the 88, 90, 1990, 92 before the '94. So yeah, you see this squad now. First time they've gotten silver, So we'll try and push them, so that the next outing will be gold. So if they can, we are capable of winning the gold medal, I think, and the narrative will change. We were not Supermen, so the quality that these players have today, I think they can break all records. So I'm glad that I'm the coach now. I want to work with them to see how we can achieve that. Yeah, your question was, these are players born abroad. Gentlemen, I'm a coach. There are some procedures that has to be done for players. Maybe you are not aware. You don't just see a Nigerian that is playing in one of these clubs and say, let him come. It doesn't work that way. There's some paperwork, some procedures. You have to speak to these players. and that is not my job. You know, we have people at the NFF to that have been doing that in the past, and in the future, definitely they will do that. Our job is to watch, and we'll see a good player. We'll say, where is this guy from? Check his name. He gets one Yoruba name. You say, I beg, please, can you?
Like Baba Femi.
Yeah. Can you see how we can bring this one? Then the people that know the job properly, and that is their department, they will make that happen. You know, so I don't have any doubt about that. If we see a player we know can help, we can bring on board, we'll do that. We'll recommend, and the rest, I think the NFF will take care of that. You know, midfield. Situation and solution. For now, we have those, like I rightly said, if there will be any inclusion, we must take it from friendly games. Yeah, it has come to my notice that we have a lot of midfielders outside as well. But like I said, we must first see them perform in friendly games so that we know what we're having. Once we do that, definitely the ones that we know can help us, we'll bring them on board. You know, so for now, like I said earlier, majority of the players that will be invited will be mainly the last AFCON squad. You know, going forward, definitely we'll look at others, and if we are convinced, definitely they will come on board. You asked about my assistants. These are people that I picked. I've known them, not now that I'm having a job. Worked, spoken to them, know their capability, what they can do. They are still actively in clubs, and I spoke to them. They decided that they want to work with me. They want to add value to what I'm doing, and for us to win together. So these are sound coaches, a lot of experience. Some have worked for over 20 years. You know, if you're working in an entity for a very long time, that means you're doing something good. If not, they will kick you out. That is how it is, you know. If I'm here, I'm doing something good, we are winning, definitely you will see me around for a very long time. So these are coaches that have been busy since 2005 till date. It's not that they've retired, they are just idle, they are still busy, active in the game, and we will need those experiences when things will get tight, you know. And that's why I pick those guys, and they will come on board. They will to help. You know, I can't see it all, so you need people that will come. We have Benjamin James. You all know the names. Who was a defender as well. I was a midfielder, attacker. My playing time or days. Sometimes you need people that have that eye defensively that can say, coach, this is not going right, or we are struggling in this part. So it's a well calculated picks, and we have also a fitness coach, which is needed in this modern day football, and a match analyst. You know, that is what that guy has done so far is amazing. What he has sent to me, analyzing player per player, not my own players, not the Super Eagles players, but the opponent. We're playing South Africa first, and what I have on my phone is amazing. So it's not that I'm not watching, but when somebody will break it down, the strength, weaknesses, I think it's a fantastic job. So I can't wait for them to come and get to Nigeria, and we'll have our first meeting before going to Uyo. And the last one you asked was wing play. The modern football has changed a little bit. It's not that the wing players finally gone out of football. You see the Arsenals, Man Cities, and Real Madrid, they still play wing football. But it's quite different, the way we used to play it. In my days, I'm a right-footed player. I stay on the right side, Left-footed player, like Amunike, stays on the left side. And then you try to do your best in your position, Today, you see, like Arsenal now. So you talked about Saka. He's a left-footed player. He's playing on the right side, So sometimes it's difficult to immediately get those crosses you're talking about, because when you are not used to your right foot, you tend to, cut in and do something else before the cross is coming. So, but we'll try. Nigeria is not different from these players. Are used to the European way of playing football, but we'll try. I can tell you that we'll try and see how we can get those crosses in as quickly as possible. But like I said, we have to adapt to the modern football, and so long as they can give us goals, for me, those crosses,